Hello, my dear subscribers. I hope you are doing well. Today, we are going to discuss the topic on Saudi Aramco engineering procedure, SAEP 3 to 4. Uh, in this procedure, what are the things they have specified? We are going to discuss in detail. Let's get started. Before entering into the topic, everyone has to know about a contractor. The contractor, they will work for Saudi Aramco in construction projects, and if any welder working under contractor, we are calling them as contractors welder. If they involve in welding activities at a construction project sites, or a contractor fabrication shop or yard, either inside of Saudi Arabia or outside of Saudi Arabia, we have to register them in Aramco. For the registration process, some of the document we have to submit for review, such as welder qualification record or continuity record. So in this procedure, it clearly specifies what are the minimum requirement for certification review and registration of contractors welder. And this procedure only applicable for contractor welder, not for manufacturer welder, because manufacturers facilities, their activities are monitored by vendor inspection department, and for the contractors, their activities and performance are monitored by PAD department. This project inspection department. There's two different department. Okay, you should be clear. Okay, for contractor, PAD they are involving. For vendor, VAD they are involving in monitoring activities. In this procedure, it's clearly mentioned what are the general requirement for the welder. We cannot directly we cannot able to get the registration directly. So some of the supporting document we have to submit for the registration process. So first document, that is welder qualification record. So if any welder going to work inside a kingdom, they should be certified by Aramco approved third party agency for the welder qualification. The WQP should be witnessed by Aramco approved third party agency, and they have to follow ASME section 9 for NDT and mechanical testing. And in kingdom welders, they can that agency they can conduct any testing in either NDT or mechanical testing. But for outside kingdom welder, welder qualification coupon should be witnessed by third party inspector, and that inspector should be assigned by primary contractor. Once welding is done, it should be tested in a laboratory that should have ISO 17025 certification. And here we have to perform two testing, both NDT as well as mechanical testing. Need to follow as per section 9. And there are two persons involving in the registration of the welder. The first one is contractor QAQC. He has to review the welder qualification records, and that qualification is meets the project requirement or not, that welder they are certified by Aramco approved agency or not. He has to ensure and review. Once the review is done, he has to submit the document to PAD department. So in PAD department, project inspector, he will review the welder certification. Once he reviewed all the qualifications meets the project specifications and project requirements, they will issue the job clearance card to the welder. Without job clearance card, welder cannot start any production weld at Saudi Aramco project sites. So JCC card is must. Okay. Once the JCC card is issued, the contractor QAQC manager he has to make the welder tracking record list. So in that we can review the performance. We can check the performance of the welder. So this document should be submitted to Aramco for their review in weekly basis or monthly basis as per their requirement. Uh, the project inspector, there is a PAD department, will review the welder tracking list. If they find uh, the performance of the welder is poor, they can revoke the JCC card, or they will ask to retest. They can suggest to retest the welder. They can decide anything at any time. So as per the performance of the welder. Uh, what is welder job clearance card? It's a card given to the welder to proceed the production weld for a construction project. So this card contain welder name, symbol, photo of the welder, qualification limits, project reference, that is BA number, JO number, or work order number, and name of the contractor. And it should be signed by company inspector and Saudi Aramco inspector. Here I can see this is a sample GCC card. You can see the name, the photo of the welder, and the symbol. There is a unique ID given to the welder to track them. And certificate number we can get it from the welder qualification record, contractor name, project name, and BA number, and signature from the project department and Saudi Aramco inspectors. And this is the qualification limits, the essential variable for the welder. It's clearly mentioned here, and they'll give the JCC number to the welder. So they have to carry the JCC card every time while involving in the welding activities. And this is a flow chart to check the performance at the initial stages, how they are performing, if they required training or not. Everything they have clearly mentioned in the flow chart. Once the JCC card is issued to the welder, first three we have to take RT, and we should not consider this in the tracking list. Okay, we have first in first three weld we have to take RT. If he passed in all three weld, he can start the production weld. If he failed in one weld, he can continue the production weld, but we have to take RT in two additional weld. If he passed in two additional weld, he can start the production weld. If he failed in one weld, we have to retrain the welder, and again he have to start from the three initial production weld, and we have to take the RT. It goes on. And if he failed in two weld, then their certificate, that qualification certificate, will be revoked. We can cancel. We have to cancel the certificate. And if they failed in two weld, you can see here, if they failed in two weld, we have to give training to them. And after that, again he has to start from the three initial production weld. And again we have to take the 3 RT. Okay, if he failed in 3 weld, his qualification will be revoked. Okay, this is how the flow chart is flow. So in this procedure, it's clearly mentioned the targeted performance criteria on welder rejection rate for welder and welding operator. That is 0.2% on linear method and 5% on weld joint method. Based on the performance data, welder is categorized, that is category A, B, C, D. You can call it as classification A, B, C, D. If any welder leaves the project or terminated by the contractor, he has to submit the JCC card to the welder tracking coordinator, who is updating the tracking record. We have to submit this JCC card, and he has to update in the tracking system. If any welder is returning to work within 6 months, he can start the production without any testing. And to check the rejection rate, this is a formula for a linear method. LR divided by LW into 100. LR means uh, length of the weld repaired in a week divided by length of the weld radiograph. So we'll get the rejection rate for linear. The same for joint also. JR divided by JW. Uh, the number of joint uh, is repaired divided by number of joint radiography in a week. So we'll get the rejection rate for joint. And this is a sample format for welder registration and tracking record. Here you can get the data of JCC number, welder name, symbol, and ID number, and the date of test, and date of last continuity record verified, and record of continuity record. Here entity report we have to mention, and initial date of PAD approval, and PAD inspector name and signature, that process, and status. So in status, here we have to mention the classification, that category, A or B or C, D. Here we have to mention that. And already I have discussed based on the welder performance, they have classified into A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D. In A, welder classification A, repair rate, it should not go beyond 0.2% for linear basis, and 5% for joint basis. And in classification scope, if welder he has a classification, he can weld all the application to project construction site and fabrication shop, and there is no any exceptions. He can do all the welding if he has a JCC card for the job. And if the welder has a welder classification B, and the repair rate should be uh, not more than 0.3% in linear basis, and 6.5% maximum for joint basis. And here there is a exception is there, that he cannot weld, he cannot do any hot topping welding activities and dissimilar material welding. So except these two, he can do other weld. Then we have to check the performance. If some of the welder, uh, their criteria, the repair rate is more than 0.3%, what they have mentioned in welder classification B, or in joint basis it's more than 6.5%, then we have to provide 3 weeks or consecutive 10 weld, and we have to check their repair rates. If it's below the criteria, then he can continue the welding in welder classification B. In case in case uh, if the welder is not doing well, and this repair rate is higher, what they mentioned in welder classification B, then we can move the welder to C. Welder classifications in C. In welder classification C, the repair rate is maximum 0.4% in linear basis, and in joint basis maximum 8%. We should not go beyond that one. There is some exceptions. Some of the activity welding activities he cannot do. That is a hot top welding activities, dissimilar welding and tying welding activities, stainless steel material welding. Category D equal or below minus 18 degree MDT services, and hydrogen and piping and hydrogen pipelines. Category M. So these are the area he cannot able to weld. So other than that, he can weld. And same thing, if he didn't meet the criteria that that repair rate, uh, we have to they will provide chances for 3 consecutive weeks or 10 consecutive wealth. If the repair rate is within the limit, then he can start. He can continue in welder classification C. In case he cannot meet the criteria, then Saudi Aramco inspector can revoke the qualification, or he can give the retest, or he can allow you to weld in welder classification D. So this all is depends on the uh, Saudi Aramco inspector, the PAD department. If the welder is classified in D, the repair rate uh, must be maximum. They are allowing 0.5% in linear basis and 9.5% in joint basis. They are allowing all too well in external structural attachment, that is pipe support. Then non-sour and non-hydrogen services like water, yeah, which is not toxic to the humans, and the non-pressuring containing weld, that is a reinforcement pad and reinforcement ring or saddle, and these are the welds are not that much critical, so they are allowing to weld even though they having a higher value of repair rates. If the welder is not satisfied the repair rates percentages, then it will be their qualification will be revoked, and JCC will be cancelled. And this is about SAEP 3 to 4 step, that Saudi Aramco procedures. I think it's clear. If you have any doubt, you can comment me. I will try to explain as much as brief. If you like this video, uh, put the like button and subscribe my channel. Let's see in some other new topic. See you. Bye bye. Take care.